Today, I'm going to talk about just one spectacular product failure, the ketchup that bombed, the multicolored ketchup range launched by the famous Heinz, which is part of the $26 billion Kraft Heinz group. Heinz, or whatever. Heinz, which had been selling its red ketchup very successfully since 1876. That is, for 147 years now, got this sudden inspiration that its ketchup was becoming boring. Red ketchup from red tomatoes? Come on, be a little more imaginative. Someone creative inside or around the company said, think differently. Why should tomato ketchup be red, even if tomatoes are? So, Heinz experimented with different colors for its ketchups. And, as you can well imagine, it went to the extent of stripping the red color from traditional Heinz ketchup and adding artificial food colors to produce ketchups that were blue, brown, purple. These were branded Easy Squared. Heinz even named the Easy Squared versions with what it thought were catchy names. And catchy they indeed were for a while. Names like Blasting Green, Stellar Blue, Passion Pink, Awesome Orange, Funky Purple, and Totally Teal. Kids loved them. Now, why would Heinz, which had done business for 124 years already when it launched its different colored ketchups in the year 2000, do such a thing? The original red ketchup Heinz had launched a century and a half earlier in 1876, had been a staple product on American shelves and on shelves in many other countries. Heinz had launched this product soon after its own creation in 1869. So what happened in the year 2000? Some innate nervousness about not keeping pace with the overall growth of the food products market. Impatience with a product that would not allow marketing and advertising geniuses the leeway to try out newfangled tricks. How do managers justify their existence if they cannot come up with some new tricks every few years? So that's what happened. You might think that the whole world was going yawn just looking at the Heinz ketchup. It needed a new look, a dramatic new re-entry on the world stage. And the company went for this ploy. Okay, so how do you get additional sales? Address new segments. And what better new segment can you get but children? Children who always want some new thing to keep them occupied. Children who want to play with their food, not just eat it. So, Heinz had found that ketchup versions with different colors would be fun and excitement for children. Add to that some different, ergonomically designed package that would fit young children's hands, and zap, you've got a sale. Then tie it in with a super popular children's movie character. So what if the character is a big ogre? So long as he is a lovable big, strong, green ogre, the chances of success double. Zap zap. Usually, when advertisers target children with their ads, they also have to persuade parents. Many parents have theories of their own on issues related to food and health. The internet has made it easy for people to access articles on health, and health warnings abound in articles and video presentations. But parents don't have the time nor the expertise to scrutinize every ingredient of every new product that comes on the market to see if they should buy it. Most of us have become accustomed to believing in advertising hype rather than questioning it. Reading the small print on product packages is something few people do. And when a company camouflages its gimmick with another gimmick, a health gimmick, like Heinz's trick, the addition of vitamin C to the ketchup, people get impressed, at least for some time, until the negative talk begins. The company's marketing strategists knew that while parents do the buying, the company has children on its side to do the selling after seeing the ads. Parents were known to succumb to children's demands provided those demands are within the bounds of health and safety, and provided, of course, parents can afford to meet those demands. So, while children loved the different colored sauces that Heinz offered them, and parents went along with the idea first, the realization dawned on parents that all the variations of the ketchup except the original red one actually got their color from decolorizing the ketchup and then adding artificial color to the sauce. That resulted in a negative consumer response. Consumers, not necessarily as the children who lapped up the ketchups colored green, brown, orange, and so on, but as parents who did the buying for the children. As the truth became known, there was a backlash from parents who said, "Enough is enough. We don't want our children to consume synthetic dyes." Also, it's one thing to capture children's attention with ubiquitous advertising, and quite another to sustain it when there are so many other new things vying for their attention. The initial zing wears off, never to return. Once children's attention tapered off, mothers were simply not interested in throwing a range of colored ketchups in the shopping cart. The children were okay with the original red ketchup, so that was that. The end of a Heinz experiment with ketchups of different colors. Heinz sold more than 25 million bottles of colored ketchup, which helped it capture a record 60% of the US ketchup market before sales stagnated and declined. The inevitable happened. The Eat Squared brand was withdrawn by January 2006. Oh, that doesn't mean Heinz doesn't sell ketchup anymore. It continues selling its original red ketchup. Kraft Heinz, which sells the ketchup, sells its products in over 40 countries worldwide, but its biggest market is still the United States. Revenue from the company's sauces and condiments segment, in which tomato ketchup plays a big part, amounted to $7.3 billion of the company's total sales of $26 billion in 2021. The global market for tomato ketchup, which is expected to be $34.91 billion in 2023, is seen to be growing by 4.23% per year until 2027. As much as $5.81 billion of 2023 sales are expected to be generated in the US in that year. And Kraft Heinz continues to be the #1 seller of tomato ketchups in the world. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. Do write your comments in the space below about what you think about the video, and tell your friends and colleagues too. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Be smart.